Red Hat Pirates here with a One Piece card game market watch for December. There's some crazy things going on with prices, guys. But really quick, before we get down to business, if you're watching my videos and want to show support, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and let me know in the comments what deck you're most excited for heading into OP09. Alright, we're going to do this in one take, so hey, if there's some mistakes, there's some mistakes. So, we're going to go through one set at a time. We're going to start, in reverse order. So we're going to start with two legends. See what's going on with two legends real quick right off the gate. We got Silver Rayleigh absolutely skyrocketing right now at $38 a card in preparation for Shanks coming out in OP09. This card's a 4 of in any Shanks deck, so it's skyrocketing. And it's also showing up in RP Luffy. And RP Luffy's pretty good in 09 as well. So I don't know that it's going to go down. It could, but we've seen secrets climb higher than this with Katakuri. So I would be careful with this one if you plan on running Shanks. Hopefully you already got your card. If not, you might have to bite the bullet. Alright, let's see if anything else jumps off at us. Most of these are alts and leaders. We won't worry about those. We'll go on to page 2 here. That's parallel. That ugly Kaido Linlin one. Nami. Let's see what Nami's doing. So Nami is hovering right around, it looks like right around $7. She is up some. She was down like $2-3 back here. Too bad. Like if you got her then, like you're winning. But now she's up to about 7. She's still under 10 though, and I mean that means there's room to grow. To be fair, you might want to grab her now if you don't have her. Black Maria is another one that you guys may want to grab, especially if you're planning on playing Purple Black Luffy. Or any other purple decks, really. Like, this is just a really good staple card in purple, 2K leader, and we never know what's going to happen with new decks being announced, etc. And this is just a really good card. It's under $5. I think if you're going to grab this card, you may want to do it now. And then we can go into Linlin. This is another just a staple card of purple. Really good in purple Luffy. I haven't seen it used in Purple Black Luffy, and I don't personally use it in my Purple Black Luffy deck that I've put together. That'll be coming to you guys soon too, in my deck profiles. But this is a really good staple purple card. It's under $5. I would probably grab this. If you guys don't have this card, you should probably snatch it. Let's see if there's anything else. We'll look at Jack. This is a staple card in black. There are some Blackbeards that are running Jack. I don't run it in my deck profile that I have on there, but there are some, and this is a really good card for just black in general. So it's going to be good in multiple decks. It's a really good card, and it's under $5. Like, if you don't have your Jacks, get them while they're cheap before this card's a $10 SR. Let's see what else is Kaido Linlin. That's a cheap secret if you guys ever intend on using something along these lines. There are some like theory crafted and like kind of different mock Kaido Linlin things you can do with Purple Black Luffy, but I don't know that it's all that great. But this is a secret under $5. We never know what can happen with decks. If you guys want this, like, now may be the time just to snag that as well, just so you have a playset of it. It's very cheap. Carrot is a very good card in green, and it is under $5 for an SR. It has gone up some. Here it was around, $1.50 at one point in time. You may want to go ahead and grab those. Get your playset of those if you haven't got it. I think that's about it for two legends. Your S-Snakes are still cheap. These are going down. Jozu, Jozu's rising. We know that rares can actually rise much higher than this. We've seen it. We know about Perona for Dofi. Jozu's another really good card in Dofi decks. If you don't have them, grab them. This card could easily become $1, $2 card. Newgate's nothing special, but he is cheap. Wapple, PRB Sanji runs this. If you're a PRB Sanji player, you're in luck because that is super cheap. So just grab those if you don't have them. And I think that's going to be about it for 2 legends. So let's go into 500 years in the future. All right. See what we got here. Sanji's awesome. Let's see. Let's check out Ace. See where he's at for secret. He is up. He's about $25 right now. We know about these secrets. These secrets can get higher than that. I'm not telling you to buy it at this price, but secrets can get crazy. If you're running yellow and you need it, I don't know that it's going down anytime soon, especially with it being OP07, so it's not getting reprinted anytime soon. You may want to just grab them if you need them. Get the Foxy. Foxy Leader's cool. I have that card. Let's see. The Luffy. This card's recently started to really, really go up recently. We're at almost $10 a card right now. And 59 sold a day. If you guys haven't got your Rocket Luffy's, they're hitting 10 now. I mean, you might be a little late on that one, but they're up there. I don't know if I would buy them at 10. You may just want to wait on them and hope for some form of reprints. I know they got some form of promo reprint on the East, but there's no guarantee we get that. We have Jinbei. So Jinbei, he was up and he kind of dipped. I don't think you're going to see another dip from this card because it dominated. It was really strong in 09 on the East, and we're going into 09. So if anything, I think you could see a slight rise. If this was in EB01, this would be like a $20 to $30 SR. So even now, so being that it's only $8.99, if you don't have Jinbeis, you better just grab them. Grab them before it's too late, because it's definitely going to be back up to this 13 mark at the very least. But I could see this easily going to about a $15 SR. Did we already hit Sanji? Oh, we didn't. We skipped Sanji. Sanji is up. This is a staple in purple Luffy. It's a staple in purple black Luffy, and really, I mean, most purple decks in general. Like, even you can even run this in like Foxy, and it's just a really, really, really good card. Being what it is, this card's not going. It's not going down anytime soon. Purple just got a lot of support recently. This is a staple in purple. This is going to be a $15 SR. So if you need these, just grab them. No point in waiting on that one. This card's recently spiked. Dragon. This is in anticipation for, you got Shanks. You got RP Luffy is pretty decent in 09, and he runs it. Shanks, it's a really good red card in general. I don't think that you necessarily have to run this in Shanks, but it's a really good red card. So it is up. I don't know that it's going back down either. And look, back here, $2, $1.94, $2.18. Now it's up with 61 selling daily. We can actually look at the snapshot to see what's even sold today. Yeah, these are all today. It's selling like crazy still. So if you need them, you better grab them. Talk about a cheap secret. $4. It took a small spike, but that's a really cheap secret, guys. It's honestly a pretty solid card. If you're running like a Perona, pretty solid. Hold on a minute. What did we just pass? Sengoku. Yeah. Yeah. So Sengoku is $3 to $4 for literally just a rare. If you need it, you better grab it. And you see this let this reflect pretty much on any card that Dofi's going to be running. That's why it's, make no mistake, that's why it's up there. So any other card that we were like, hey, like Jozu, etc., you may want to go ahead and grab it, because like this isn't going down either, and this isn't getting reprinted, not anytime soon at least. Maybe it does in the future, but no one knows. But it's OP07, it's still fresh, so like better grab them. I don't know if there's anything else in this set. Even Croc's $1. The Boa is relatively cheap, but she doesn't get as much play really in any Dofi decks anymore. I think that's well, let's go. If you need Basil Hawkins, he's really cheap. This is a great grab. This is just a really good, like a great green card, and it's supernova typed. So I think something to do with that new law that's in OPO10 may really like this card as well. I haven't looked at those the set that person won that competed with it, but it is supernova typed, and they do play supernovas from life. This is really cheap. I would grab that while you can. Stussy's a pretty good black card, under 50 cents. Can't go wrong. Perfume Femur, this could easily go up. Dofi decks all run this, obviously. A lot of them 1 of, some of them 2 of, but you may want to just grab it. Some of these events are getting crazy. Some of the 0 costs and stuff like that for these decks. Like, look up 0 costs, guys. For, like, whatever deck you're running, whatever your 0 cost event is, you may want to look at that and grab it, too. Especially, like, the purple 0 costs, etc. Like, those are going up. Alright, let's get into the crazy, the EBO1. The EBO1. Okay, so we got Brooke setting at 20. That's Japanese. 27, 28, about $29 to $30 with shipping. So you're looking at almost $30 for this. It has gone down some because it was $35. This doesn't get play in Blackbeard. You're still going to see it. It's still going to be heavy play in like Lucci and yeah. I'm not sure if Smoker runs it. I haven't run a Smoker deck, but you're going to definitely see it in Lucci still. And Lucci's still damn good in 09. It's just Blackbeard buries him a little bit. So, yeah, that one's up. If you need it, then you need it. But these EBO1 cards ain't going down unless there's a reprint coming, which no one knows. I skipped Bond. We'll go back to him. Cavendish has really shot up. $31. We got multiple sold today at that price point. It has really shot up because of the law stuff that's going on in OP10. This card, the West has taken notice, and it's literally just spiked. So the better he does, the more this card's going to go up. This card you may not see a dip unless Lost Law does not perform well out on the East. Then that's the only way you'll see this card kind of go down a little bit, but it's not going to go down that much because it's still a staple in Bonnie. So really expensive stuff. I'm not. Hopefully, some form of reprint comes for some of these EBO1 cards, but I don't know that it is. So Bond. $45 card, a staple in purple Luffy, a staple in purple black Luffy. I know a lot of people were saying that this card may go down. This card's not going down. Unless a reprint happens, this is not going down. Purple Luffy runs 4 of. Purple black Luffy runs 3 to 4 of. RP Luffy runs them. Every purple deck is pretty much running this card, aside from like Reiju and Foxy. I mean, you could technically run it in Foxy as well, but aside from those, every purple deck's running them. Every one that's really, really relevant, aside from Reiju. $45 is the cheapest one, but this could be a $60 fucking secret for all we know. As if EBO1 don't get no reprints, a lot of people are wanting to use that purple black leader. Let's see how many sold even today. 12-1. I mean, that's all 45. That's all from today. 45, 45, 45. If you want it, you're paying $45. It's crazy. Laboon. If you plan on playing Blackbeard, grab this now. This will be a $30 one too. Right now it's 21. It's not going down. It's going to go up. Blackbeard is probably the most consistent deck in format going into 09, like that there is. It's the most consistent. There's some other really strong decks, don't get me wrong, and it can lose to different decks, etc. But as far as consistency in your hand and seeing everything you need to see, you pretty much never have a bad hand with Blackbeard. What else is going? Let's see. This is dropping. Yeah, this is down. It's pretty good. I mean, it's a pretty good base red card, but with Zuro and stuff falling off, this just isn't. And it's not really seen in Shanks, so if you need it, it's still I mean, it's EBO1, or otherwise it'd be a lot cheaper. But we see it's $11. It just depends on if there's a reprint. If there's a reprint for some of this stuff, it's going to go way down. But this would be one of those cards that would go way down with a reprint. Shirahoshi. She has a spike. She's up to almost $10 now. These EBO1 cards, guys. If you're running yellow, I mean, you pretty much need it. I don't know. I know Kid Killer's in this. Flampe's up to like 6 still. Yep. She's still up there. It's a staple in like Black Yellow Luffy. I think someone Nell runs some of this. Viola. Viola is down. I don't think she gets played in too much, especially with like Pudding not being very. I mean, Pudding's okay. She's kind of cope. We got Weevil, who's very, very, very expensive for just a rare, but that's EBO1. He was up to $5, so if you need him, grab him, because this can go right back up. With 09 around the corner, this can be back to a $5 card very quickly. Let's see if it's even selling. Yeah, they're selling like crazy. There was wait a minute. What sold? 93 of these sold today. That's a lot. Kid Killer. With Shanks being where Shanks is, I know he doesn't run Kid Killer most of the time. I mean, maybe you get a few fringe decks that may pull it out as like spicy tech, but that's pretty cheap for Kid Killer. It's about the cheapest he's been, like right around $2, because I remember this guy was around $4 for a while. So Kingdom Come, I was telling you guys in one of my last market watches to buy this card. If you're running Luffy, Black Yellow Luffy, you need this card, because this is going to be required to run Shanks. And look, I think I told you guys around when it was about $1, and now it's up to $1.67, $2. I mean, really, you're spending $1.50 plus $1.27 shipping. It's almost $3 now. Just make sure you're looking for those free shipping on $5 orders and get you guys a nice order in. Buy this card if you want this card. If you're running that color, you have to have that card. It's required into Shanks and some of those higher end leaders in general. Well, cards. Alright, let's go into Wings of the Captain. See if there's anything crazy going on in here. We got Zoro. Zoro's kind of cheap for Zoro. This is a really cool art. $14. You are looking at $5 in shipping costs. So you're looking at almost $20 total. But it is down from where it was. This used to be like almost a $30 card, so if you need your Zoro, grab it. I think like Lim would play this still. Sometimes you see it in Perona. Sometimes you see it in Bonnie as like a lower teched in card. But yeah, it's a really nice card. I would grab it if you don't already have yours. This Sanji has been going up. So these are all Japanese. It's about a $10 card last time I did one of these. This is about $16 now. We are up to about 16 on these. I did tech this into Dofi as a 2 of in my Dofi build that I was running for 8.5. It worked really well. And 9, I believe I'm pulling it out. But it does. This is still card if you're running Marco. And it's just a really good card in general. Like, it has a really good ability. So we never know what new leaders could come out or what new cards could come out. And this one just has a really good ability in general. So you may want to pick this up. Why it's cheap. Let's see. Gecko. Gecko has dropped since that PRB. So if you really need him, I mean, he's not going to drop any more than what he already has. He's under $5 for an SR, and considered one of the most broken cards to ever hit One Piece. So if you need your Gecko playset, now's a great time to grab. That's it. It is needed in Purple Black Luffy, and it's still ran in Lucci. It's ran in Perona. It's not ran in Blackbeard, but it's ran in those others. Here's what I was saying with the zero costs. All these zero costs are up. This one's about $3 now. They've just all been rising. So pay attention to that. You may want to be grabbing your zero cost pudding. If you're running Dofi, I only run this as a 1-of tech, but if you are running Dofi, get your pudding. This card's not going down. It's just really great blue tech. Any blue deck tech can run it. So future blue decks, etc. You're probably going, if you have access to it, you typically want to run it. So it's not going down. What's the gravity blades? Yep, these are obviously going to be on the rise ever since 8.5 with Dofi and etc. So he's not going anywhere in OP09. Grab your gravity blades if you need them. They're not getting cheaper. This card is still really cheap, and I've been seeing it in a lot of Shank decks on the East still. So you may want to grab it if you plan on running Shanks. It's pretty cheap still. You can get a 4-of really cheap, and you have it if you end up wanting your Shanks. Hody Jones, great time to be buying these. Great time. These are all down really far from the PRB release. It's dropped prices on these. This is one of the better green cards that there just are. So grab this while you can and while it's down. These won't stay down forever. Onami. Nothing else crazy on this one, so we'll go ahead and go to the Awakening of a New Era, OP05. We all know OP05's crazy. Crazy. Hit the second page, we see Rebecca. Rebecca's still under $10, which is kind of insane. One of the most broken cards in the game. It's been broken for a while now. This is a card everybody's been crying for to be banned, because this is technically one of the cards that breaks Lucci, and it has since for a while now. Since he's gotten access to Gecko and Rebecca and Lucci and all those. So yeah, this card is crazy. So If you want it, you better grab it because it's $8 and it's not going down. Kaido, nope. This card is being teched into purple black Luffy. Some builds run quite a few of these, and some run 1 to 2. You may want to get this if you don't got it. It's very cheap for a secret, so grab them while you can. Don't be fooled on this Japanese nonsense. So we're looking at about $5, counting shipping. Eustace Captain Kidd. This is still a good card for purple Luffy, and you could technically tech this into purple black Luffy. I've seen some do it. I don't personally run it in mine, but you could. I can see an argument made, especially since you're negating Don every turn, negating 2, so you're just getting to gain an active extra Don. So it's kind of fire. You're ramping every time. So if you need those, probably grab them. Grab you a play set of them while they're pretty cheap. Lucci's under $1. If you need them, grab them. This Kaido secret, if you're running Dofi, you're not sure what high end you want, this is just always accepted as good high end. Like, this is just a really good high end card. I don't run it in mine anymore, but it is really good. It's always going to be a good card. And it's really cheap for a secret. That's crazy. Crazy cheap. Nothing else that I think is worth touching base on in that. So we'll go to Kingdoms of Intrigue. Vivi. Alright, let's see. Sabo. Sabo's still on the rise. I mean, he's Dressrosa. You got Rebecca, leader, etc. Like, this card's not going down. It was crazy that it was down here, but now it's right up here. Yeah. So, like, it's not going anywhere. If you want it, buy it. It's not gotten a reprint yet. Maybe it is one of the next ones to get one since it's back in 04. But crazy that it didn't happen in PRB and it still hasn't gotten one. Aside from the manga that came into PRB as well, if you were lucky enough to hit on that Sabo and you want to run a blinged out deck. This is not going anywhere. Still a staple card. It can be ran in purple black Luffy as well. Matter of fact, in some variants it is, especially if someone's using the Kaido Lin variant. Let's go to page 2. Rosinante, I don't think he is... Yeah, he's gone up a little bit. It's a secret. It's under $15. It's a secret. If you need it, if you want it, if you plan on running it, grab it. It's not a bad price. Under $15 for a secret is not bad at all. That oddly spiked. I mean, it is a secret, but really cheap for a secret again, guys. I don't think it's the greatest of cards, but here's what I was saying with those zero costs. Spiking. Bad Manners Kick Course. Spiking. Almost $4. $4. It is $4 counting shipping. So, yeah, if you're needing your zero costs, those aren't going anywhere. Those are probably going to go up to closer to even $5. You may want to grab them. We see this. This guy is going... Ooh, he's tanking a little bit, huh? Wait, what? No, he's not. Was there no sales today? Alright, something's just going on with... So he's at around $4-ish. He's still a good grab. If you need this, if you need him, he is the Dressrosa type. We all know about the OPO10 leader. So if you need it, grab it. Grab it. That's all I can say. It's under $5. Just grab it. Get it now. Get it while you can. Miss All Sunday. Decent tech for purple. So decent tech card. A pretty good ramp card in general. And it draws. If you need it, grab it under $5 for a secret, or not for a secret, but for a SR. Yamato, another cheap end one. Really good yellow, just a really good yellow card in general. When these are this cheap, guys, just grab them. If you don't have your playset, just get them, and then you have your playset, and you never have to worry about it again when they shoot up in price because something new happens. Like Doflamingo, one of the better green cards in the game, is 50 cents, and this isn't even for the reprint copy. Just grab them. If you want even cheaper, just grab the reprint. But I like grabbing the originals. That way, if I don't ever use them, they just stay in my hard case, and that's that. But just a great grab. Can't go wrong with it. Yep, and we're going to go ahead and go on to Pillars of Strength. Let's see what's going on over here in the Pillar of Strength world. Boo boo doo. Katakuri. This is awesome that how cheap this card has gotten. Like, it was so... Guys, this card was crazy. This card was crazy for so long. It's so nice that it's like... Whew. So if you want to run a nail and you've been waiting, well, look, you don't need to wait no longer. Like, if you want it even cheaper, you can grab the reprint version as well. I think it's like probably it's under $10, I believe, but $14 you can grab you one. I don't think it's going to go much lower than this. I think we're pretty much at the bottom. Great card. It works really well on other decks as well, not just a nail. That's why it's such a good card. Let's continue down the Pillars of Strength hole. Lin. SR, it is $10. Staple for yellow. If any other yellow deck takes off and they have access to this, to Big Mom, then it's going to shoot. It's going to shoot up. This is going to be an extremely expensive SR if that were to happen. It's already $10 to $12, around the $12 range. Like, I don't know if this card's going to get cheaper than this. Like, it's just going to stay here unless there's some form of reprint that no one knows about. You may just want to grab them if you don't have your playset. This Marco is crazy. Extremely good card. Grab this now. This is getting used in Shanks. It is being ran in Shanks because they're running a couple different events now. And this is a great card in Shanks. Grab this now before it goes up higher. It will go up higher. Guaranteed. Look, people are buying playsets. They're buying. They're selling. 4, 4, 3, 2, 4, 4, 4. Grab these. These are not going lower than this. This is going up. This is going to be a $10 to $15 card. Let's see. What else is in here? Isho. Relatively... Just a really good black card in general. Under $5. If you need them, grab them. This is what I'm talking about. Zero cost. Gum Gatlin. It was at... Look... It was at 7, almost 8. It's come back down to earth a little bit, but it's close to 5 still. It's because people are running this in purple Luffy. It could get teched into purple black Luffy. I don't use it in mine. It's not in any of the really great purple black lists right now. It doesn't mean it couldn't be teched in. We don't know, and it's $5. Like, if you're running a purple set and you don't have these, make sure you grab them before they become a $9 to $10 card again. Soj King, he ain't going anywhere, don't worry about it. But look, he is going up a little bit. If you need him, if you think you're going to need him in the future, I have a ton. Kaya we see going up as it's a staple and obviously in Nami, but there's been a lot of Dofi lists that are running this as well for more consistency, and it's a 2K. I have seen quite a few Dofi lists running this card. I think that's partially why it's going up. If you need him, or if you need her, you may want to go ahead and grab her if you're planning on playing Dofi. Even if like you don't think you're going to run this card, it may just be worth grabbing a full play set of. Like this guy is free shipping on orders over $5. You can just grab them, get it out of the way. If you run a Dofi and you're like, yeah, I think I will run Kaya. Just you already have them. Krieg's relatively cheap. He's not ran in much. He's ran in some Bonnie. We can take a quick look at him. Yeah, he is ran in some Bonnie. He is ran in Perona. If you're running those decks, pick it up. It's why it's cheap. Usopp. Some spicy tech for Dofi. May run it. If you need them, grab them. But that's why they're cheap. They're only $1, but they're not teched into much Dofi-wise, to be fair. Any other thing that's crazy in this? There's another 0 cost, but this one doesn't look to be going anywhere. It's not really ran in black much, so you don't see it often. Alright. Paramount Ward is... Let's see if anything cool is going on in here. Anything juicy in Paramount Ward. Magellan is crazy. Magellan is still up. He is a staple to Purple Luffy, especially in 8.5. Not as much in 9, but some people are still teching some in. You could technically tech it into Purple Black Luffy. I haven't done it. I haven't seen it done. And then sometimes in RP Luffy, but really probably not. So this card could go down a little bit. I don't see it getting as much play in Purple Luffy and as much in Purple Black, but that doesn't mean it will. It may just stay. It hasn't gotten a reprint. It's from 02, so it may just stay around where it's at. So if you do want that card, I probably wouldn't wait around on it. Not with more purple support and cards coming out. This ace has gone up some. I have seen it. Where have I seen this? Oh, it's yeah, if you're running like Marco, etc. But he's kind of... This is a very cheap secret. Under $5 for a secret. I mean, these are just worth buying up at a certain point in time. It's a secret for under $5. That's kind of crazy. It's just worth buying up at a certain point. Borsalino. This card has come way down. If you need your Borsos, buy them. Grab them. Grab them now. Why they're so cheap now. They're so cheap now. It's just a great card to have. You can probably get it an even cheaper version. Kuzan's down. Another great staple, just a great, nice staple card to have. Some people are running it in Purple Black Luffy. I don't necessarily like it there, but some people are running it there, and it's really cheap. These are under $5 for the OG versions of them too. If you like this Uda card, it's under $5 for a secret. Cool art. It's worth grabbing just for the art. It is going up, but literally just for the art, it's worth grabbing. Just a cool card to put to the side. If you're into that kind of thing. I have one. I got them when they're a little bit cheaper than that, though. Let's see. 0 cost Gum Gum Rain. That is in the dirt right this minute. That doesn't mean it couldn't go up. So we see how the 0 costs go with a lot of other decks. So a lot of times when these 0 costs are out there, sometimes you guys might just want to buy some of those up. We see how they do. Like, anytime certain decks get more high-end related, anytime colors, are dependent more on the high-end, those 0 costs get pretty steep. And that's about it. We see Ice Age way down. Remember, this used to be up here. Woo! It's so nice. If you need your Ice Ages, go ahead and grab them now. Alright, Romance Dawn. Let's see what we got going on here. I know we got a crazy expensive Perona card. Crazy expensive Perona. Alright, we see Sanji taking off. That's because this is getting ran in Shanks. This Sanji is being ran in Shanks. It's being ran in PRB Sanji. It's just a really good card. Really good card. Allows you to take your life in your hand and swing big, fast. Cheapest one is $5, guys. That's crazy. It's very expensive for a rare. But it is from 01. If you need them, I don't know that it's going down. Not with Shanks coming into meta now. So hopefully you already have those. Hopefully you already have your Peronas if you're playing Dofi, because these aren't going down either. These could go up. These could go back. These could go closer to $5 like they were over here. So if you need them, you're just gonna have to take it and buy them. Crazy. Yamato, very good price for just a secret. Good art, nice cheap secret. It's a solid card. It hasn't found a true place, but that doesn't mean it couldn't at some point in time. Maybe I just grab some of these. Sometimes when secrets are under $5, I like to just get my collection of them. I can grab a full play set of them if I need them, and then I just put them away. That's a very good price. Another very good card, Zoro, under $5 for the super rare. If you need it, grab it. If you plan on playing red, this is just a staple card in most red decks. Go ahead and grab it. Shanks, very cool card, very cheap, very cheap. I don't see this ever being anything special as far as being a card, but the art's cool. If you don't have them, grab them. Grab your playset of them and just put them away. Eustace Kid, this is awesome how cheap this is. If you're green, if you're using green and you don't got your kids, now is the time. If there was ever a time, it is now. They're not going lower than this ever. Crazy. Crazy cheap. Awesomely crazy cheap. What's Nami at? Nami is on the rise a little bit. That's because RP Luffy's actually solid in 09 again, so you will see some of the other RP Luffy stuff go up slightly with her being with RP Luffy being solid. If you guys don't have your Mihawks and you're running Dofi, there's a lot of Dofi that are running these as an answer to like the 7 drops that Purple runs, Luffy Taro, etc. It's just a really good card, and it's dirt cheap now, 20 cents. And that's for the OG version. If you need Law, this may come back into play, especially with it being Supernova typed and Law being relevant again, and OP10, A Law being relevant again. May just be worth grabbing if you don't have a playset of it, just to have it put away for a rainy day. I believe that is about it. We do have Rad Beams. Rad Beams are relevant. I see some with Shanks, etc. And then that I don't remember where the 2 cost event is or what set that came out in. But yeah, that is that's it for the Market Watch. We went through each set, and we'll probably at least do this once a month. Maybe we'll do it twice a month. Maybe around the 1st and the 15th, or the 1st and the closer to the end of the month. But that wouldn't make much sense. So maybe we'll do it once a month or twice a month. I haven't decided yet. But if you watched all the way to the end, let me know what set you are or what deck you're planning on running in OP09. Peace out, guys.